How's it going, everybody? Zudakai here with another transmission, another video for you guys. I hope everybody is receiving this video with divine timing, love, light, good health. Today I wanted to get on here and I wanted to talk about duality: left, right, forward, back, up, down, hot, cold, good, bad, happiness, sadness, and everything that comes with duality. It's very important that we understand and we accept that on this plane, on earth, that duality is everything. Everything is based on duality. Without darkness, we wouldn't be able to conceptualize light, and without light, we wouldn't be able to see things, because everything is light. So we need the darkness, we need the light, we need both sides, yin and yang. You know, I just got this necklace the other day, and it's a man with two snakes, and the two snakes represent pretty much the yin and yang. And it's just important that we can come to an understanding and an agreement that there is duality on this plane, and that it is very important that we do not go too far left or too far right, and we find balance in the center. Life is about balance. Everything is about balance. You have to balance your physical body, you have to balance your mental, you have to balance your emotions, you have to balance your spirit. Everything is about balance, and when we are off balance, oftentimes we become sick. Our body has mostly water in it, and it also does have acidity in it. So your body has to be at the correct balance of acidity to alkalinity. If not, you are thrown out of whack and you become sick. Every day I work out, I do pistol squats, which are a one-legged squat. Oftentimes I will do the squat, I will come to the bottom of the squat, and sometimes I will lean one way too much. Say for instance, I lean too far to the left. How do I compensate and come back to center? I lean too far to the left, so I add more weight to my right side to bring me back to equilibrium. A lot of times what people will do is they will start falling to the left side, and they will start falling to the left and say, oh my God, I'm falling to the left, I need to go to the right, I need to add more weight to my right to counteract this. And they add more weight to their right, but what they do is they add too much weight to their right, so then they end up falling to the right, and now they're falling to the right, and they say, no, I'm falling to the right, I need to add more weight to the left, oh my God, and I fall to the left, and now I'm falling more to the left. And a lot of people, this isn't just an exercise of a squat. Sometimes it is an exercise of a squat, but it also is life. You know, you're too far left, you're too far right, and when you're too far left or too far right, you're not balanced, you're not centered, you're not grounded. And if we're not centered and we're not grounded, we are not in control of our lives. We are not able to sit and think, and we are always on survival mode, and nobody wants to be on survival mode. We want to be able to be balanced. We want to be able to be centered, and when we are balanced and we are centered, then we can start to think and we can start to focus on other things that are more important than just finding our center. And yes, finding your center is very important. You have to go through the trials and tribulations of life in order to find your center point. But sometimes in this life, people only, their whole lives, they go looking for center, and they go too far left or too far right, or they just stay unbalanced on one side and just say this is life. Life is all about being on the left, and my neck always hurts because my neck is always, my head's always leaning to the left, but this is just life, and life just hurts. And inevitably, it's not, life doesn't just hurt. It's just that you are not centered. You have to find centeredness. You have to find balance. Balance, balance, balance. You have to find that balance point. And when you find that balance point, that's when you can really start to live. There's a lot of times when we are figuring out with our emotions whether we need to be stern or be more light when we move, or just trying to find that balance within emotions. And it's important to understand that all of these emotions that we are feeling, the good and the bad, they complement each other. And when we learn to accept that life is not only going to throw us positive emotions all the time, but we will have negative, bad emotions that come towards us. But those negative and bad emotions show us why those positive emotions are important. Without the negative emotions, we wouldn't understand what a positive emotion is. So it's important that we just show love to both sides and understand that both sides are showing us love. And it's not about trying to never have a bad emotion come into your life, but it's about finding balance, not about clinging on to your negative emotions and falling into that side. And it's not about, and yes, you want to think positively, but you do not want to only think positively and expect there to never be negative. We are going to be met with both. On this plane, on this earth, we live in duality. Duality isn't everything. There is a female and there is a male. There's duality. This is just how this plane is. And once we can find balance, we can start to understand. Once we find balance, we understand that there's duality. That's the only way to become balanced, is to understand that there is duality. I can't be too far left and I can't be too far right. And once you understand duality, you understand that this is a law. This is a law of this plane. And once you understand that this is a law of this plane, you can start to understand more information. There's other laws that apply to this plane. We can choose the next place we want to transcend to. The only way that you can get information like this is if you become grounded enough and you don't get lost in the swaying of the left to the right, of the left to the right, and you have time to think and you have time to process what is going on around you and how we have got to this point. So if you want to transcend to a place, to a universe where there is no duality, you have to become centered here and understand what this plane is about. And this plane, there is duality. If you want to live another life, we have lived multiple lives to get up to this point. Remember, we are spirits inside of this body. We are not the body, but we are spirits inside. And we keep transcending and keep moving into new bodies, because what we ask for, which is, when I say what we ask for, yes, we use our mouths, but we also use our actions to ask for things. And the way that we live our lives in this body, in this plane today, will determine the body that we get next. So if you are imbalanced and you cannot balance this body, you probably might not be given another human body. You might be given a more simple body, because with this body you have a higher conscious, the highest conscious body on this planet. So there's a lot of information to unfold. There's a lot of information that you have to become aware about, and you have to apply to become balanced. And inevitably, it is our duty, it is our job. That's why we are in this body, because we are trying to understand ourselves, and we are trying to understand this world, and we are trying to understand how to get our spirits to the next body that we want to go to. And the only way we can understand all this information is if we are centered. If we are too far left, we're too far right, we are out of balance, we are not at ease. When you are balanced, you are at ease. When you are out of balance, you are at dis-ease. You are out of whack. You are not in a state of balance. You're not in a state of being grounded. You can easily be moved. And also, when you are out of balance, This is when people can take control of your life. This is when people can separate you from everybody else. Because another thing, we are all one. And that is not, I'm not being a hippie saying, oh yeah, we're all one, dude. No, seriously, we are all one. And once you understand that we are all one, you understand that good people, bad people, all people, we're all one. And that's why you don't put anybody down, or you don't think you're above anybody else. You're centered with everybody else. I am looking at you, you are looking at me. We are one. We are the same. And a lot of times people fall too far to the right or too far to the left and say, I'm not as much as this person is, or I'm more than all these people are. And that's a bad way of thinking, and that is not realistic. That is really not realistic. That is not life. We are all one because we all come from higher source. We are all drops of water compared to the sea, compared to the ocean. If Krishna, God, whatever you want to call the universe, is the ocean, we have the same qualities. Right? We are a drop of that from that ocean, but we do not have as much quantity as the Creator. And once we understand that we are all the same, we are all spirits, and all the spirits come from that same source. We are all one. Yes, our bodies might be different, but like I said, we are not the body. We are the spirit within. And as long as we are imbalanced, we will never understand that we are one. That we are one. And a lot of people, you can tell off rip when somebody doesn't understand balance, when they think that they are less than somebody, or they think they are above. And we are not above or below. We are all one. We are all connected. And the only way we can see that is if we are balanced, if we are centered, if we are grounded. So everybody, become grounded. If you want to become grounded and your mind is not centered, if your mind never seems to center your emotions, try and meditate. Meditation can help you bring you back to your center. I will go over in another video on how to meditate the proper way, or a proper way to meditate, a proper way to actually get to a state where you start to center yourself again, and you can think clearly, you can breathe clearly, you can physically stand more centered, more balanced, and just become centered. That's what this is about. That's really what it is about. Becoming balanced, finding our center, finding our relationship with each other, and understanding that this plane is based on duality. There is going to be duality with anything to come. So don't fall too far to the right, and if you are falling too far to the right, don't overshoot and fall too far to the left. Find your balance, hold your balance. And once you're grounded, you can help other people stay grounded, because you will be strong, you will be grounded and able to help. On that note, Zudakai here with another transmission. I know that everybody that is still watching at this point has received this video with divine timing and for a reason, because everything happens for a reason. We are all connected. You were supposed to connect with me, and I'm happy that I connected with you. Until the next video, Zudakai here with another transmission. Love, light, healing, amor, luz y sanación.